Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be an October bonus reading. We're going to look at your deepest desires at this time. I was like, I want to do a Halloween reading. What's more spooky than your deepest desires, right, Aries? But anyway, we're going to look at how you can accomplish your deepest desires. I don't read reversals. Hierophant came out reverse. We will keep it in mind for sure. But anyway, each one of these cards represents something different. I will tell you what they represent when we get to the cards as well. And we're just going to see what comes up. This is like an old Lenormand spread, actually, but I'm going to use tarot, obviously, for it. You start here in the area of what you fear to get the most is the Six of Wands. Could be attention. For a lot of you, I kind of get these glow-up vibes from your reading here. Even look at this Nine of Swords. The funny thing is this is the area of what you desire the most. And so the Nine of Swords is automatically going to be positive in this position because it's what you desire the most. I mean, some of you could be desiring a nightmare, I guess, but for the most part, look at all the eyes that are all over her. I love this deck. This is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. So I feel for some of you, it's kind of like you're hoping to get attention on something. It could be a project, a business, something you've been working on. Clearly, this is something, by the way, that you've been either working on or towards for a very long period of time. So I feel like you're hoping to get attention or recognition for something that you have done or that you will be doing in the near future. But there could be some fears around that. I don't think that's unusual. It's like sometimes if we've been working on something for a long time, we put a lot of energy into it. So if people hate it, then, obviously there could be some fears there. And I kind of feel that for you here. Next, in the area of what you want but feel you have lost, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is definitely a card of a change in direction on something that you've been working on. Seven of Pentacles is normally the guy who's looking at the Seven Pentacles on the ground. And he's like saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? So I do feel like for some of you, you could feel that you have lost something that you put a lot of work, time, effort, energy into. This could be in love, could be in business, could be anything. Maybe you put a lot of energy into a relationship and you feel like you have lost it with this energy. Next, in the area of a wish that you wish could come true, you have the Knight of Wands. I feel that you wish that you could be more free, more spontaneous. I feel like you wish you could kind of like chase after your desires. I get a sense of obligation here for you, Aries. So I feel for some of you, it's like you are kind of like, I feel like you're wishing for freedom. I feel like you're wishing that you can charge after things that you desire to do. But there is a sense of like obligation here, and it could be due to family. In the area, this is the area of what you think you need, but you actually don't to accomplish your desires. And you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant can represent morals, duties. It is a card of initiation. But I feel like for some of you, you could be feeling a certain, like, again, I get this more an energy of kind of like feeling like there are certain obligations in your life, certain things that you are obligated to do, but you're actually not obligated to do those things. So I feel like some of you, it's like you could feel like you're obligated to family. But I always say to people, it's like, on one hand, like, I love my family, right? I would never do anything to leave them behind. But if they were doing things that were preventing me from progressing in life, to me, that is toxic. To me, that's not what family should be doing, right? So, I always say that we have to, there's only us, basically. We have to make decisions for ourselves. And I kind of get that feeling for you here, where it's like you could be making, it's a difficult decision. I feel for some of you, and I feel like I've said this to you a million times, Aries. I always get it in all your readings. I'm pretty sure it's you, where it's like you could be making a decision involving family, but it's like I feel like it's the right decision for you, and I feel like that's what's important. And there's not some sort of obligation. I also feel here that some of you could feel that you are lacking some knowledge in, to accomplish your desire, whatever it is here. We're going to talk about it in a minute, but I actually feel like you have all the knowledge you need. Look, it's crazy. These readings have been bonkers, right? All of them. Aries, because it's like the way the cards have been coming up for everybody blows me away. It's like you feel like you have knowledge, and then when you come over here, this is the area of what you do have. This is the area of what you actually do need, right, to accomplish your desires. You have the Hangman, which is a card of knowledge. It's like you already have it, I feel like is what this is saying. In the area of what you desire the most, you have the Nine of Swords. I feel like some of you could be hoping to end some sort of nightmare. So I do get that for some of you. It's like I feel like you go to bed, have nightmares, wake up, and you're stuck in a nightmare. So Nine of Swords is my energy of being stuck in a nightmare, and I feel like you're just hoping to escape a nightmare or a nightmare situation. For the most part, I really feel like this is about getting attention on something, and you could be very nervous to get attention on something, especially for those of you that are either working on a project, a business, or something more like personal, like writing a book, or maybe you're going to have a YouTube channel, something that would, that could potentially invite criticism into your life. I feel like that is actually what you desire the most, is to kind of put something out there, that could invite criticism into your life. So, there are definitely some fears here, but at the same time, I feel like you need to kind of put something out there. Next, in the area of what you really need, but you don't know you need, you have the Hangman. So for some of you, kind of like making a sacrifice could be something that you need. Hangman is a card of sacrificing something, but he's normally hanging from the tree of knowledge, and he is just sacrificing temporary movement, right? His hands and his feet are bound to the tree that he's hanging from, but it's just temporary. It's not forever, and he's doing it so he can gain some enlightenment. So I feel like for some of you, taking a pause or putting things on pause would be a good idea for you right now. For others, I literally feel you could be making a sacrifice, but, I feel like this is more work or business related. I feel like you could be going from one job to another. You could be going from one business to another. So that's what I mean by sacrifice. It's like you're going from one thing to another. Not a big deal. Really, it's going to be a good thing is what I'd say here. Next, in the area of how you feel about your life, you have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a good card, but it can be like a little bit boring. So it can say that you are bored, or you wish that things would change, or that you wish that things would be different, that you want things to mix. You want like a little bit of a mix up, you want things different. So I feel that for a lot of you, like I feel like a lot of you want to mix things up, want things to change in your life, and you just don't want things to always be the same. Again, this is a card of convention. It's a card of the way things have always been done. So I feel like you're hoping for changes in your life. It's like some of you could be feeling very stable at this time, but stable isn't necessarily exciting. And when we go like this right here, like I said, what you are wishing for is excitement. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is like, could wake up in the morning and be like, I want to go to Vegas for no reason. And you could just get on a plane and fly to Vegas. It's like, I feel like Knight of Wands is like just being able to do something at the drop of a hat. I feel like that is what you are craving, is that type of adventure. I'm not saying that's what you're going to do, but I think intuitively I feel that's what you're wanting. It's like you're wanting to just be able to wake up and fly to Vegas if you want to, or maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you have smaller desires. Maybe you have some bigger desires, right? And I feel like you can have all those things, but I feel like this is kind of where you're at. Next, in the area for your motivation for accomplishing your desires in the first place, you have the Death card. The Death card is about a transformation. So I feel like you could actually be seeing things improving, and this is what is motivating you. I also feel like some of you just know that things need to change. The Death card is pretty simple. This is the area of what will motivate you to accomplish your desires. I feel like just change, wanting things to change. Knight of Wands can be a little bit restless. Sometimes I don't like that with the Knight of Wands. In your case, I do like it in this reading, because sometimes I think restlessness, it's like if we're restless and we make decisions based off of restlessness, not always a good thing. Sometimes we can make a bad decision, but sometimes it can be a really good decision. And sometimes we can make a mistake, but it could be a good mistake. And that's kind of like what I'm feeling for you here. And finally, in the area of what will improve your life at this time, you have the Six of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Seeing something through to the end. You're like the second or third sign that has had a message about kind of like completing something. Ten of Wands, it is a card of being burdened. It is a card of carrying extra responsibilities and a heavy weight on your shoulders. But normally on a traditional Ten of Wands, he's like walking towards a village. He's about to accomplish his goal. So I kind of feel like it's saying finish something up. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores. So I feel like in a lot of ways that you're just changing your own circumstances on your own, and this is going to lead to like a lot more success in the future. So love it. We're going to clarify through here, Aries, and we're just going to see what is coming up for you. So I do want to just get some more details here in your reading. For the Six of Wands, you have the Two of Pentacles here. Remember what I was saying about your fears being getting attention? Two of Pentacles can be taking things too seriously. I actually feel it's kind of like saying if you're fearing getting attention on something that you've been working on, your fears are actually much smaller than you realize. So, there really is no good answer for that other than, I feel like you have to expose yourself to criticism in some area of your life. That is definitely, I feel like that's true for all of you, is that all of you, I feel like, have to, take the risk of being criticized for something, but at the same time, it's worth the risk is what this reading is saying. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Four of Cups. I do feel like some of you could be having some challenges like manifesting exactly what you want. Again, Four of Cups to me is one of those cards. It represents manifestation. He is manifesting those cups in front of him, but he's crossing his arms because it's like he's manifesting things, in his life, whatever it is he wants, but it's like it doesn't look exactly like what he wants. So that's why his arms are crossed and folded, right? So you kind of have a choice with the Four Cups. You can take what is you are getting, basically what is being manifested in your life, and you can view that as abundance. Probably a good idea because it'll just attract more abundance into your life. Look at this, Knight of Wands. You have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're hoping to have more control over your life. Wheel of Fortune, it's like we have a choice. We can be on the outside of the wheel and we're just like spinning around like we're in a washing machine. We're getting tumbled around by life. Or we can choose to be the center of the wheel, where if you're at the center of the wheel, it's like things are always changing around you, but you're able to handle the changes. You're able to kind of roll with the punches of life, right? And not only that, you're able to control your destiny when things are going well with the Wheel of Fortune. If you're at the center of the wheel, you're able to capitalize on that and you're able to expand a situation that is going well for you. And when you do this, usually you can create like a positive snowball in your life. It doesn't say there will never be challenges in your life, but it does say that you'll be able to handle things very easily. With the Hierophant, you have the Hierophant, basically the universe saying I meant what I said. If you are married or if you're dealing with like a divorce or something, I do feel like that could be causing nightmares or some concerns right here, especially, I feel like that's only true for those of you that are going through marriage. For others, I really feel like you don't need as much knowledge as you realize. This gives me fake it till you make it vibes, right? It's like the Hierophant, he has 3 levels to his crown. It represents 3 stages of learning. It basically kind of represents the initiation, becoming an initiate. At the first level, it's like you're just learning. The second level is apprenticeship, and the last level is mastery. So I feel for some of you, it's like maybe you're at that second level where it's like you're kind of apprenticing, maybe not in literally, but in like some area of your life. But I feel like you have enough knowledge to start, moving forward on something. With the Nine of Swords here, you have the Eight of Wands. I feel like you're hoping for a quick success here in some area of your life. I like that Eight of Wands. It's like quick movement, a lot of movement energy going on in your reading. So I feel like there is success coming in for you. With the Hangman, you have the Queen of Cups. I do feel like more nurturing energy would be a good idea for you. Taking care of yourself, getting a massage, making sure you're getting plenty of rest, trusting your intuition, taking care of your health, all those things. I feel like that would be very beneficial for you. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Wands here. Again, I feel some of you just need to see something through to the end, basically. I do feel like you feel like a burden. You feel burdened at this time. Ten of Wands twice. Not a bad position, but, this is the area of how you feel in your life. So it could feel like you have too many responsibilities, or you probably do have a lot of responsibilities, and it could be like a heavy weight. With the Death card, you have the Hangman. So again, this is the area of what is motivating you. For a lot of you, I feel like you're discovering answers at this time on like what your next steps should be to accomplish your desires. And because of that, you're probably feeling very motivated. With the Ten of Wands and the Six of Swords, you have the Justice card. Again, this is what will improve your life at this time. If you're going through divorce, this could be, the ending of a divorce situation. For others, I kind of feel like this is just more fairness in your life here, Aries. I feel like maybe you're starting to experience a time where it's like if you try to do something, maybe it works, right? Maybe in the past you would try to start a business and it would just fail. But I feel like you're, really the vibe I'm getting here, right here, is that you're trying to do things and you're getting a little bit further each time. And I feel like that's very motivating. So it's like, on one hand, you are burdened because maybe if you're trying to start a business or trying to get into a relationship, maybe it's like you keep having to start over. But at the same time, I feel like the motivation is that you're getting farther and farther each time. So pretty good reading. I feel like you're definitely like in more control, or you should be getting more in control with the Wheel of Fortune, but it looks pretty good. So thank you for being here, Aries. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, Aries, and definitely enjoy your month.